Hi there, this is Hans Guth with ListingsMagic, and this is an introduction video that's going to give you the basics of getting started with ListingsMagic. And so if you're a new user or you haven't put in a new listing in a while and need a bit of a refresher, this is going to be the video for you. We're going to try and really cram a lot in a short amount of time. I don't want to take a lot of your time. There's a lot of other videos that will go into a deeper dive into some of the more nuanced features. But congratulations on having your account with ListingsMagic. ListingsMagic is the most comprehensive and complete marketing solution in real estate when it comes to marketing yourself and marketing your properties and your listings. And so let's go and get started. The first thing you're going to want to do is log in. So you click on the login button here and then use your username and password. And that's going to take you to the main admin screen. And so again, as a new user, for the first time, you wouldn't have to do this every time, but for the first time, what I'm going to want you to do is click edit your account. So once you get here, pretty self-explanatory. You're going to want to fill out all the information and make sure it's all complete and correct. Double check your photo and logo and make sure those are updated. And so you're just going to complete that information there. The next thing I'm going to recommend that you do is set your defaults. And so one of the things that we pride ourselves on here at ListingsMagic is our automation. So we try and do as much as we possibly can do for you so that you don't have to do it. That saves you time. You don't have to remember how to do certain things. Yet inside of it, there are a lot of customizations that you can have in place, and that's kind of what the defaults are. So go ahead and click on the Set Defaults area or tab, and go ahead and step through these and set those up. Some of those things may not make sense to you until you have a property or listing in, and then you can see, oh, well, I know what the music selection refers to. Now that is going to be the music that plays inside of my tours. So it might be getting ahead of itself, but that's the next step that I want you to take to get things set up. Now, if you're there's two kinds of agents and clients that are using our product set. One of them are broker or office clients, and then there's the individual agents. For the most part, everything is the same. There are a few nuanced differences. When you're with an office, that's where it gets different. That's where we're pulling property data directly from the MLS versus from a third-party source. And so with that, we're able to automate putting properties into your account. So you may have gotten a listing added to your account automatically. And if that's the case, you'll go to Manage Properties and manage that property. If you don't have that capability and you want to add a new listing, you simply click on Add New Property and then enter in the property MLS ID and the region. And we're going to go ahead and grab all the property data and photos and put the property in that way. So that's how you would add a new listing. Now let's go to Manage Property. So once a property is in our system, the next thing you're going to probably want to do is manage that particular listing and see all the different things that you can do, syndication, realtor.com. I'll step through those here quickly as well. And so once you have a property in your account, the first thing you may want to do is take a look at the actual virtual tour. And so there's three different tour options. There's the Elegant, Traditional, and Classic. We'll take a look at our newest and most popular, and that's our Elegant Tour. And so you'll hear the audio coming in. I'm going to go ahead and turn that off so I don't compete with it. You'll see the property address comes into play very elegantly. That's the reason we call it that. It locks down here, and so as you scroll through, you'll get the property details. You'll get access to the photos. These colors can be updated and changed and customized. You'll see our chat tool. I highly recommend you look into this. This is one of the most powerful lead generators and most powerful listing presentation close tools that you'll find in real estate. And there's some additional videos that step you through that. And so the tour, you can put in Matterport tours, you can put in videos, you can add additional documents like HOA docs and various other website links as well. But that's the link to the virtual tour itself. And so that's the tour. Let's step back over to the property management area. And so now we come back here, and then there's a lot of tabs that are bucketed for various options. So we have your syndication, publishing and print options, your property options, your email reports options, your lead creation, lead management option, and then finally your account management. That's really where we just were, edit account, set defaults, things of that nature. And so the first thing you're going to see is you're going to get tour information. So if you want to get the link to the virtual tour, set up the single property address URL, you can do that here from option 1. The next thing that you're going to see is, and what we're able to do is automatically push your tour to Realtor.com. If your property is on Realtor.com, this tab should be in green. If it's not, there'll be a Submit Now button here, and you just click to submit it there, and the tour will actually get loaded automatically to Realtor.com. The next option is Submit to your local MLS. If you have an MLS that we are able to automate the publishing of the tour to, we'll do that automatically. If not, unfortunately, most MLS systems in the country still do not support that capability. We're going to tell you why it's important to do so. We're going to give you the ability to get that URL and embed it into your MLS listing. Once you're done with that, you click on this box to notify our system and notify yourself that that is done, and that'll go to green. The next thing is Craigslist. We have a very easy to use Craigslist tool. You simply put in your email address, click on the Post to Craigslist Now, and your listing goes automatically to Craigslist. Just to give you an example of how dominant we are in terms of Craigslist postings, I'm going to go and do a search on Craigslist in the Denver area. You'll see that there are roughly 3,000 listings on Craigslist. If I do a search on ListingsMagic, you'll see that we have roughly, well, exactly 1,036, which is about a third of the active listings on Craigslist are put there by our system. And the reason that is the case is because our system is so easy to use. There is no other company in the industry that has 100% automation in terms of posting to Craigslist. And when we post the ad for you, we brand the photos. So you'll see once this photo finally loads, which has taken a long time for some reason, that the branding is in place, photo, agent information, contact information, and the actual logo. And then we also have a great lead generator call out in the description, because you cannot put hyperlinks in Craigslist. So that's how Craigslist works. The next option is the social media sites. You can publish to Facebook. And one of the great tools inside of our system for Facebook is setting up what's called forced registration. What this means is that every time somebody views your property on Facebook, all they have to do is say continue, and you will get an email address lead for that person. One of the best lead generators that we've ever seen. Again, a tool that no other companies that we've seen has in place. So feel free to use that. That forced registration is right here. I can't undo it for some reason. There we go. And then there's a video that explains how that works. So that's publishing to Facebook. The next option is, of course, there's other social media sites that you can publish to as well. There's a YouTube video that we're going to generate for the property. You can view that here. You can generate brochures, very easy to build, multiple templates. Inside of those templates, lots of color options and various customization tools. So you can say, I don't want dark green, I want to make it dark purple. And watch how fast we've built a new brochure. You can change the photo order. I'm not going to do that now. It's going to build that brochure in seconds. It's done. You simply click the link and it downloads. And once it's complete, you've got a beautiful brochure that you're able to send off to the printer, and you're done with brochures. How nice is that? The next option available to you is the Just Listed and Just Sold postcards. Very similar in terms of being able to build it. You just choose your options, click build, boom, you're done. That's a Just Listed and Just Sold postcard that you can send to the printer, send to a certain zip code, and you're done there. So in seconds, literally seconds, you have covered probably 95% of the marketing that you would ever need to do for your particular listing. In addition to that, you've got some emails that you can send. One of them is going to be sent to you automatically. You'll have received it, but if you want to send it again to yourself or your sellers, you would simply click on Send Marketing Email, put in your email address that you're going to send it to, click Send, you're done with that. If you want to put an open house email and send that, just click on the open house link, send that to your sellers, or to your, no, actually not to your sellers. This is more designed to go to other agents. So you're going to advertise the fact that you're having an open house. If you want to broadcast to a particular area, we have a database that is current and up to date for as many email addresses for agents that we can get for particular cities and zip codes. So there's an extra cost with that. It's minimal, but you can send and broadcast and get a lot more traffic and visibility onto your listing with that tool. The next one I'm going to show you is, the next tool is rider signs. I highly recommend you use rider signs. We've got 2 types of rider signs, GPS based and code based. You can order those. They're $25 a piece. You would just say rider sign order, click on quantity that you want. One, it's $25. That includes shipping and handling, and you got a rider sign that you can put in front of your property. Great lead generator, great listing presentation tool. Sellers love it, and so that's the next piece. Outside of marketing your property, we also have a seller lead generation tool called our valuation pages. These are so easy to set up. There are companies out there that charge $50 to $100 a month that don't even have the functionality that our tool includes in our system. And so you'll see that there's a number of cities already set up and in place here. If there's not a custom photo, we recommend you put in a custom image, sort of like this one here. Upload your own. It'll make sense here in a second. I'll just show you this one here for Arvada, for example. And so if we don't have a custom photo, we're going to use stock imagery. If we do have a custom photo, let me come back here and show you one that has it for, like, for example, Boulder. So now you get a property that, or a valuation page that the person viewing it feels connected to Boulder. It feels like it's Boulder. And so then you just enter the potential seller would enter their address. I'm just going to choose an address that I know about that is that is accurate, or real, I should say. We're going to pull that property data from public records. The seller, potential seller, would be able to customize that. It's going to show them the property on a map, so again it builds trust and belief that this is legit. And then they say click here if this information is correct. And from here, they don't get that property valuation yet. They need to tell you who they are. And so if they do, and you'd never know if it's going to be real, but why would somebody waste their time filling this out if they weren't real? I'm just going to put in a bogus number here just to show you how it works, and then they have to choose what they're doing, click on their free report, and then boom, you've got a lead coming to your cell phone. And so that is pretty much all of the options that I wanted to show you in terms of how to get started. I wanted to keep this around 10 minutes. Hopefully I did that. I haven't checked the time yet, but any questions you might have, feel free to use our chat option here. You can chat with live support while the option is available here 9 to 5. And you can also send support emails to support@listingsmagic.com. And then alternatively, you can also call our support number, which is 866-831-8639. Thanks for watching.